Get ready for Hosts at Home, Adam's Archives.
Broken necks cowboys are the murdering kind. That's what makes this the town from hell. But travelers head here anyways. They know the town's desperate to give $5,000 to anyone who can fix these cowboys. 3 of them are on their way to try.
Here they come. They've left the comforts of their lives to face an unknown fate.
My name's Nicholas Botcher. I was born in Burbank, raised in Northridge, and now I live in Agua Dulce, California. I have 2 needs in life, and that's horses and jet skis. And all I ever wanted to do was do Western. Just going back to the Old West, things you grow up just, dreaming about, fantasizing about.
My name's Jerry Martin, and I'm from Whittier, California. I have a riding stable, and I train horses and work at the racetrack. I just take people's horses that have problems or aren't broke to ride yet and help them out and get them going. My family always had stables all the time. Everywhere I went, there was horses.
My name is Mark Nearing from West Torrance, California. I work for a private investigator. And ever since I was a kid, I've been riding horses. I had friends that had horses, and I rode just anytime I got a chance. I've done a lot of reading and research on the Old West. I've always been a real fan of Western books and stories and things like that. It's American, and it's really neat.
But they're gonna have to get past some mighty tough outlaws. Outlaws like 3 Fingers, wanted in 9 states for rustling, robbery, and murder. That's Pharaoh. There's a price on her head for cheating, robbery, and murder. That's Snakebite. He's wanted in 14 states for robbery and arson. Alibi, wanted for bank robbery, train robbery, and disturbing the peace. Dog Breath. He's wanted for robbery, cheating, and murder.
Hope they know what they're riding into. They could pick up a reward or 2 along the way, but they're gonna have a rough time winning the big money.
All right, move it. This way.
Looks like they got problems already. That's 3 Fingers. Lost the other 2 in a disagreement, and he likes to make folks suffer for it.
He's gonna drag each of those cowboys through town behind his horse. Looks like Nick's first.
Hope you like eating dust.
Whoever gets up that rope and gets themselves freed survives. Whoever does it fastest gets a fast 100. And Nick is right up that rope and free. 13 seconds. Pretty good time.
Nicholas, I'm Casey Clark from the Broken Neck Gazette. Nick, what made you want to be a cowboy and come out west?
Oh, cowboy. I kind of grew up in the West, but kind of in Hollywood, which makes me a Hollywood cowboy. But I just love this stuff. Growing up as a kid, Western fantasies.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, well, you sure do a great job at this. This looks really, really tough.
It's tough, but it's the rush. Your adrenaline gets going. It's nothing. You forget about everything.
Well, that's great. Now,
Good time.
is there a certain strategy to this
If I
event?
told you my strategy, then my competitors would know, so I can't tell you that.
You're right.
Well, Mark's got a tough rope to climb.
Three Fingers is giving Mark a hard ride. He smashes hard into those bundles. Wait, looks like Mark's lost his rope. Our outlaws are having a good laugh. They're known for their nasty sense of humor. Reckon Mark's gonna have to walk to the bandage store.
Gee, Mark, kind of slipped off, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
What happened?
Last week, I kind of pulled my back muscle, and it happened again, so.
So you have an injury. Is that you're blaming it on an injury? Is that it?
No, I'm not blaming it on injury. I still should have got it.
Now that's a real drag. Let's hope Sherry does better.
Sherry's hanging on through a tough ride. She's up the rope and free, but not fast enough to beat next time. Don't seem to recall her having a mustache.
Congratulations, Nick. That was a great ride. Now, do you have a special strategy that you use to get up the back of the horse like that and release yourself?
Yeah, it's called adrenaline.
Okay.
That's about it.
So there's no certain trick that you had to do for that?
Hand over hand. And just hope you grab hold of that release in time.
They just found out how tough the West can be. Well, that ain't nothing next to how tough it's gonna be.
There's a whole lot more those three cowboys got to get through if they want to get to that $5,000 prize, or even if they just want to get out alive.
The mustard that makes the difference is French's, with the finest ingredients and the delicious taste everyone loves. French's, the taste America loves.
They're tough.
Save some for me.
They're magical.
Shadow Demon, you shall not pass.
They're dedicated.
Welcome to the Power Floor.
They're fast. They're the greatest heroes to ever fight for justice.
All right, so where's the on button?
They're the only hope for a new world. Double Dragon, rated PG-13.
Starts Friday, November 4th at theaters everywhere.
Try to get up, Homer.
I can't.
Too bad, man.
Why, you little crabs!
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
You're gonna have to get across that pond.
We call it the Pond of Galilee, 'cause you get to walk on water. Hope she uses logs.
That's Chance. And she don't fancy Sherry invading her privacy. And one thing about Chance, she don't give you much of one. I know who the outlaws are rooting for. Town folks want Sherry to win. There they go. Chance is quick to meet her halfway. Sherry switches directions. Chance goes for her, and Sherry switches again. Chance is right behind her. She grabs for her and takes a drink. Sherry gets across, and Chance is left soaking her laundry. She seems to like it. Sherry had a close call there. And another one there.
.85 seconds against Chance.
Yeah,
and she's tough.
I was glad to get through there alive, yeah.
Let's hope Mark can get through alive, 'cause Dog Breath's out to make sure he don't. Dog Breath learned how to do this from his brother, Log Breath. Mark's ready. They hit the logs a-running. Dog Breath takes a slip. He's up again, but Mark's made real progress. Dog Breath jumps for Mark, and they both go in. But since Dog Breath went in too, the game's not over. They pull themselves out, and Mark goes right back in. Dog Breath tries to get him, and he goes back in too. They both get out. Dog Breath reaches for Mark, and in they go. And as Mark makes it to dry land, Dog Breath makes his final try. If this were a diving contest, they'd have tied for first place.
Mark, very good job against Dog Breath. You had him beat, huh?
Well, not good enough.
Well, it was pretty good. How was it out there on the logs?
About as easy as falling off a log, I guess.
Well, listen, you made it across in 40 seconds, and we'll see how your time holds up against everybody else. But you did a real fine job, and I'm really glad that Dog Breath finally took a bath.
Snakebite's fixing to get his daily dose of mayhem. Nick's determined to get across. Nick just dances across those logs. He does the old back and forth maneuver. He grabs for Nick's leg, but Nick slips away. It's a real race now. Snakebite lunges, and they go in. Nick's out of the water and out of the pond. .25.5 seconds. He's the fastest.
Well, Nick, that was just swell. You did a great job.
Thank
you
you.
really did. That was wonderful. Listen, you won the $100 reward. You beat Snakebite. And you did a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Guess there's no more varmints left in these woods, but you can be sure there's still plenty crawling around back in town.
That's Dog Breath's main source of income.
When you're the eyes and ears of a million people, you can't let your stomach get in the way. So I carry Snickers.
Roasted peanuts, milk chocolate, caramel. Snickers satisfies.
People care these days. They just don't want me to put another toxic antifreeze in their car. I mean, who needs something that toxic? So what if it protects to 70 below? Any antifreeze can do that. Give me something different. Something safer. That's essentially non-toxic. I mean, what if their dog gets into it? Or their kids? This is serious.
Sierra, it's not just antifreeze, it's safety freeze.
Now this garage better be clean. While you're at it, wash the car.
Sure.
Starburst with real fruit juice.
Well, they done pretty good so far, but the townsfolk want to be sure their horses are up to the job. We're going to run them in a little race. If their horse wins, we'll give him some money. If he don't, well, don't worry. There ain't a glue factory around here for miles.
They're gonna have to ride around town twice, picking up 3 mailbags along the way. The first pickup point is on Main Street by the stable. Second mailbag's waiting for him out by the railroad station. Third one's on the curve coming back into Main Street. First one across the finish line with 3 bags is the winner and gets the $100 reward. Outlaws in this town like to bet on a horse race. Whoever comes in first gets a share of the winnings. That way the outlaws know who to rob. Townfolk are all ready.
Ready?
Badger starts them off by scaring their horses. They get off to an even start. All 3 get the first bag. Nick takes the lead in the first turn. And they come around the backside of town. They all get the hanging bags. Now they get their 3rd bags. Now it's just a matter of speed and luck. Nick's still ahead. But Sherry's coming up fast. She's passing him. Oh, Nick almost went down. Kept his horse on all 4 feet, though. But now Sherry's in the lead. And Sherry's first across the finish line. But Sherry only has 2 bags. You can't win this race unless you have all 3 bags. I reckon that makes Nick the winner. That's where Sherry lost her bag and her $100.
Then I hung him over the saddle horn. I should have hung him over my head.
So you dropped? Is that what
Yeah, I
you
had
dropped
3,
the bag?
and in the backside there, one of them bounced off.
I hear that you've got some background in riding, and you've been around horses for a long time.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
My parents have been in the stable business for a long time, and it seemed like everywhere I ended up, there was horses around, so.
Well, then you're in the right place here at Broken Neck.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
You've won all 3 events.
No, I'm just getting very lucky, that's all. I got some great competitors.
Yeah? Well, tell me about it. Have you raced before? Tell me about your background in this, because you looked real comfortable up there.
I don't race. I just have been around horses for a long time, and love to run fast. I'm
Yeah,
used
I
to
can see
chasing
that.
cows, not having horses chase me.
Well, it looked like you lost it there towards the end. I thought you were going to fall right off your horse. What happened?
Ground's a little soft, a little thick. Horse just tripped. I just gave him his head, hopefully that he'd come back up. But if he went down, that would have been just as much fun.
Mark, you came in second place again.
Yeah.
Nick is a tough guy.
Yeah.
You gotta beat him now.
My horse I had, he just didn't have any more. I was trying to give him as much as he could, and that was it.
Well, they made it through so far, and they're still smiling. Better do that now, while they still got teeth.
Extra sugar-free gum has extra long-lasting flavor, that you know. But extra reduces the risk of cavities, that you may not know. See, after you eat, pH levels in your mouth plummet. That's when plaque acids can cause tooth decay. Chewing neutralizes those nasty acids and brings pH levels back up, helping to keep your teeth stronger. The longer you chew, the better it works. So extra means long-lasting flavor and less risk of cavities.
Happening dance, huh?
Wanna pick up the tempo? Yeah! Step into a Slim Jim! Tear to the spice! That beefy juicy taste!
That's Mr. Savage.
How about the funky chicken?
Is that a waltz?
Oh, yeah! Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim!
What it is, but the outlaws just can't stay away from that stagecoach. Hope our cowboys are ready for trouble.
Hey! Whoa! All right.
Sometimes you just need a Milky Way. With wholesome milk, creamy caramel, and double thick chocolate. Nothing smooths your way so deliciously from one part of life to the next.
Come on. Not bad.
Day after day, nothing smooths your way like a Milky Way.
There's living proof of the old saying, don't drink and drive.
That's not an invisible driver on that stage. There just ain't none. Folks got to stop it. Let's hope the rear wheel don't come off again.
Sherry's ready to save the stagecoach. With no driver, the team runs out of control. Anything could happen. And the one who stops those horses the quickest gets $200. Sherry gallops right up. Jumps aboard, she's up and over. And pulls the brake. 12.6 seconds. Couldn't have done it much quicker myself. Mark's waiting to be a hero. Runaway stage and broken necks gotta be stopped more than once. Mark rides. He's too far away. Got to get up closer, Mark. He jumps on board real careful, like this was dangerous or something. Up and over and stop. Not quick enough, I fear.
haven't won anything yet.
Not yet. I don't know what the time is.
The time was 16.11.
Oh, man.
Sherry was 12.68.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie.
She's tough, and Nick has $300 at this point.
Yeah.
And you don't have enough to buy us lunch.
Nick's got to beat Sherry's time if he wants $200. That stage gets around better now than when it had the drunk driver. Nick rides up fast. He makes the transfer, he's over the top and on the seat. And at last, that stage then stopped and stopped quick. But not quick enough for the $200. That goes to Sherry.
Nick, coming into this event, you have been the only one that's won anything. You are coming into this event with $300. Mark has won nothing, and Sherry has won nothing. So you feeling pretty good about yourself?
So far, it depends how good I did on this event.
Well, what if I told you Sherry got a 12.68?
It's a great time.
That's a great time, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
She beat you.
I'm sure she did.
You got a 13.61.
No problem.
Congratulations, Sherry. I know you were excited because I was watching you watch Nick ride, and you had your fingers crossed and your toes crossed and everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nick, but I did.
Have you practiced this kind of event very much? I mean, what does it take to be good at this?
I haven't seen many runaway stages lately, but no. The trick is just getting your horse up there, you know, and the people that have ridden more, I think, have a little better shot at getting it done faster, but it was fun. It was a kick.
Well, they stopped a runaway stagecoach. Shucks, anyone can do that. That don't mean they're gonna make it to the final showdown.
Now this garage better be clean. While you're at it, wash the car.
Sure.
Starburst with real fruit juice.
It's not like any toothpaste I've ever used. Brush just once with new Arm & Hammer Peroxicare, and you'll feel dentist clean.
It's like this bubbly, sparkly,
Fresh, clean feeling. Brush just once. Feel dentist clean.
It's got more baking soda than anybody else.
Plus peroxide.
the stuff that dentists recommend.
New Arm & Hammer Peroxicare releases thousands of tingly oxygen bubbles that work at the gum line where your toothbrush can't reach.
You feel like your dentist just cleaned your teeth.
Brush just once with new Arm & Hammer Peroxicare. Feel dentist clean.
Well, are you gonna have some?
What, milk chocolate? The kind that tugs at your soul, melting your willpower bit by bit, little M by little M? And you ask me if I'm gonna have some?
It was just a question.
You and your questions.
Sorry.
So far, Nick's won $300, $100 each for the rawhide drag, the log jam, and the Pony Express. Sherry's won $200 for the stagecoach. Mark ain't won enough to buy a cough in a dust storm, but there's still plenty more money to be won.
There's an ambush awaiting. Hope the pilgrims are in good favor with the man upstairs.
Outlaws in this town ain't worth much, $50 a head. And there's another 100 for the cowpoke who gets through the ambush the fastest. 3 bad people waiting to plug those folks. Dog breath in the loft, alibi on the balcony, and Pharaoh on the street. Mark is ready to enter the valley of the shadow of pain. He runs fast. Bullets are flying like they was skeeters, but dog breath don't feel a sting. Mark slides to the wagon. He tries for Alibi, can't get her either. He's gonna make a run for it if he can stay on his feet. Mark dashes for the trough and a reload. He loads that gun like he got toes for thumbs.
Pick it up now.
Mark gets a shield and makes a run for it. He shoots Pharaoh down, but it don't count. That's 'cause Mark's already been shot himself. Right in the back. There's where he got hit.
I nailed you, Mark.
Yeah, right in the back.
What happened? That's pretty cold, isn't it?
Yeah, those...
Turn around, let me see this. Ouch!
That's just like an outlaw, you know, shooting you in the back.
That's pretty bad. You noticed when you turned around, there's a graveyard right there.
Yeah.
Kind of appropriate, isn't it? Because you're dead.
Yeah, I know. Technically, I'm dead.
Nick's gonna face those killers. Hope he ain't allergic to paint. He dashes to the barrels and hits dog breath right in the fur. Nick moves to the wagon. He shoots hard at Alibi. He gets shot in the shoulder. Nick runs and dives behind the trough. He can reload if he can just get his hat out of the way. Nick tries to finish off Alibi, but he don't want to finish off his ammunition. Nick shoots Pharaoh, but since he's been shot first, she gets to stay alive. I'd say it was Pharaoh's lucky day. He got dog breath. But Alibi got him.
Well, Nick, you've been doing really well up to today so far, up to this event. What happened? What went wrong?
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah?
In the real world, it wouldn't have stopped me. I would have just switched to hands and kept going, but...
Well, if you were 2 inches shorter, then...
There you go.
You would have lived through it.
I just wish I knew who shot me.
Well, doesn't matter, because you're dead now. You can't take any revenge from the graveyard.
I'll get revenge later.
Sherry's as ready as she'll ever be. She bursts out shooting, gets to the barrels, and she hits dog breath. That's twice today. Dog's got the lives of a cat. Sherry runs shooting to the wagon. There's a gun battle with Alibi, but nobody's hit. Sherry hustles to the trough in her reload. She distracts Alibi with a shot and goes for the shield. She makes it to the hay and keeps Pharaoh dancing. Sherry sees her opening and dashes to the porch and safety. Don't know how they missed her, but they sure did. Reckon this means Sherry just took the lead in the race to the final showdown. She got him right in the gut.
Congratulations, Sherry. You won that event. That was great. Real excited. Of course, your competitors died, so all you had to do was basically get through it without getting shot, huh?
Yeah, I was glad to hear that. Sorry, guys.
What was the hardest part of the course?
I think reloading the gun. Because you're just rushing too much, and instead of taking some time and doing it right, you don't, so that was probably the hardest part.
Well, you shot dog breath right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is nice. There's a $50 bounty on all the outlaws' heads. So
Good.
you got $50 for dog breath, and you got a $100 reward for winning the event.
Great.
So you're starting to catch up now.
Yeah, break that streak.
Looks like those folks can handle fighting and shooting. But if they're going for the final showdown, there's one other thing they best be prepared to do. That's bleeding.
Thanks, cowboy.
How a count eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like to eat the peanut butter first.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Overwhelming evidence indicates that the cure for the disease of illiteracy is the restoration of intensive systematic phonics in every classroom in America.
Learn to read with Hooked on Phonics, the musical reading program. Then, read to learn with SRA reading comprehension used by over 60 million people.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Hey. Oh, he's beautiful. Yes.
Oh.
I got it.
He's gone. So's my bliss sticks.
Let's try to catch up.
No, these lips aren't going anywhere.
Use this.
Nah. What's the difference? Moisture.
Of all leading brands, only Blistex ointment contains moisture in an advanced moisture system plus medication that penetrates to relieve dry, cracked lips.
There it is. The deer? No. My bliss stick. Oh, that's a relief.
Medicated Blistex. Say goodbye to dry.
If I have to fold one more box, I'm gonna snap.
Did you say snap? Snap into a Slim Jim! Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim!
Another ruckus in the saloon, it just don't seem to stop. You gotta bust into that saloon, fight your way past a bunch of crazed hellraisers, and pull out the wildest, most ornery locos in there. And while you're at it, pick me up a sandwich. The last place Badger wants to go is out. And that's the first place Mark wants to get him. He's got 45 seconds to get Badger out of the saloon. If the bartender fires his shotgun, his chance is up. Badger's stubborn. Mark ain't making an inch of progress. But he's pulling hard as he can. And Badger goes down. And he's up again. And no ground is gained. There goes the shotgun and Mark's chance at a reward.
You guys were pretty evenly matched because you weren't really going too far one way or the other, were you?
Yeah, there wasn't much ground given or taken.
Yeah.
I got him on the ground a couple times, but he's a tough cookie, that guy, I swear.
Yeah, he is. It's been a tough day for you because you haven't won anything, and hate to mention it, but I have been keeping score here.
I know.
What's been the hardest part of the day, do you think? The hardest event?
This is definitely the hardest. This is the most physically demanding, that's for sure, especially when you're up against someone like Badger.
Yeah.
He's a handful.
Snakebite's got a chip on his shoulder. Some folks call it his head, and Nick wants to knock it off. Right off, the fight gets vicious. Nick goes down, and he's right up again. The bar clears around him. They're really going at it. Nick fights like it's his last chance to win. Snake swings him around. No furniture in the place is safe. Snakebite's down. Nick's down. Snake drags Nick. Nick's back up, but now they're way back in his bar, getting close to the men's room. Fight gets rough again, but they're too far from the door. Shotgun blasts.
Your hat is about as good.
And Nick looks like he's ready to explode.
Nick, I'm sure you are disappointed, but you had a really great fight there with Snakebite. You really did.
I'm not disappointed. Are you kidding? It was a heck of a brawl.
Yeah.
He beat me in the logs. It's all right. I don't see that as being beat. You know, he's trying to stay there. We're trying to get him out.
Yeah.
Just all out. It was a good time, though.
Alibi might not look so tough, but those braids are nailed to her head. Sherry's gonna find out just how tough she is. It's a real even match, but both them ladies are tougher than woodpecker lips. Sherry's getting Alibi out of there. And she hauls her right to the door, but Alibi gets her strength back and pulls the other way. It's a real tug of war now. The saloon gals are squealing like they were wearing mice. There's the gun.
Get out of here before you get blood all over the place.
And Sherry goes out empty-handed. But she's still got the most rewards, and she'll be going to fight the final showdown.
Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of work.
Yeah, I got a little bit beat up, banged up.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, it was fun being a cowboy, though, just for one day here in Broken Neck.
Yeah, every day would be great being a cowboy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I've really enjoyed working with you guys today. It's been a lot of fun. You've given me a lot of material for my paper, and I do want to thank you, Mark.
All right.
You've been a good sport.
All right, well,
Thanks
thank you.
so much.
Bye-bye.
Now, Nick, you won $300, so you're not going away empty-handed. You've done a very good job today, and hopefully you have something to tell your grandchildren about.
I got plenty of things to tell my grandchildren, but this was a great time.
Good for you. We've really enjoyed having you.
Thanks.
Sherry,
Hi, Casey.
You have won altogether so far $350, and you know what that means?
I get to go to the showdown.
That's right. You get to go to the final
Wherever it is
showdown.
I'm going.
That's right. You get to compete for $5,000
Right.
against the Outlaws. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, Sherry. You've done a great job.
They all look like 40 miles of bad road, but Sherry took the most rewards, and she'll be going for the $5,000 final showdown. I ain't sure if that's a blessing or a curse.
If you're tough enough or crazy enough to want to risk your neck to try and clean up our town, write us a letter. Don't write to Broken Neck, though. Mail doesn't get through to here too regular. Write to Wild West Showdown in Los Angeles at this address.
My little buddy's sleeping like a baby. He won't mind if I take a bite of his crispity, crunchity peanut.
I told you, Homer. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
The mustard that makes the difference is French's, with the finest ingredients and the delicious taste everyone loves. French's, the taste America loves.
Walt Disney Pictures presents the extraordinary journey of a young warrior taken from his family. Forced into a strange world, he found the courage to break free and the wisdom.
Put down your weapons!
To bring two worlds together. From the director of the Academy Award-winning Journey of Hope comes Squanto, A Warrior's Tale, rated PG. Starts Friday, October 28th at a theater near you.
Well, there's a bag with money in it waiting for Sherry if she gets through town in one piece. If she don't, we'll use the bag to send her home.
Sherry's sure gonna be earning her money if she gets past Bull in the street, Three Fingers on the roof, Silk on the porch, Badger and Chance guarding the balcony, and George in the corral. They're all hankering to hit her with a paint bullet and keep her money. Sherry chooses the easy way through town, over the rooftops. She pulls hard to get on that first roof. Bull's waiting for her. He always likes a good gun battle. He's out of bullets, and Sherry makes a run for it. Up that rope and ladder, she sure is straining hard. Another rooftop, another gunfight, this time with Three Fingers. He runs out of ammo too. Must be a shortage in town. Sherry leaps to the next building. She rolls and jumps up. She's coming down that slanted roof like she had goat feet. Sherry rides a ladder across to the boarding house. That's how the women boarders get most of their visitors. She's down the chimney and out the door to her bag of 1,000 $5 bills. That's gonna make a mighty welcome lump in her mattress. Now she just has to swing down to the corral without getting shot. She hits the ground hard. George don't want her leaving town. Adios, George. Now, if a horse ain't been drinking his own liniment, she's heading home to tell her kid how she was the hero of Broken Neck.
Sherry, you are one tough lady, and you are fast, too, because you completed the final showdown round in 1 minute and 45 seconds. You won $5,000.
Thanks a lot, Casey.
Congratulations, Sherry.
Thanks.
Did you have a great time today?
I had a blast. It was
go
good to be
spend your
here.
money.
I'm out of here. See ya.
Bye.
Well, you can walk the streets of town again, but dress light. You could be walking right through downtown hell.